copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976.
But those people do. Obviously, Don's been running around saying he's been to places where they sell children or do whatever.
Right. Who says that?
Just at least once tell me that down the road, Marcia Newsman, she pointed, but I never could get a beat on it. And yes, I did report it, people, at the time. And she said that somebody down there had a little one for trade for meth. So clearly they know people. But I don't know what people they know, because those ain't the same type of people I know. And I know some low down will kill you in a heartbeat without blinking twice people. They ain't going to do like it to kids. They'll go hunt down people that do stuff like that to kids. You know, so, but you can tell from all their trees and apples, they ain't hanging with the best. I've never seen two trees and friends groups around so many people for decades that can't keep their dang hands to one another or off each other, no matter what age, no matter what sex, no matter. I've never seen anything like it.
Who's that?
I've never seen so many people surround two people.
You mean Donnie Candace?
Yeah, like, man, after it started coming out to the community within days, especially after Jeannie and all that, you know. But then as this has gone on, I mean, look how many people they know have, and all their children have either on, like Don on PG's the other day giving Sherfy saying garbage, but there's his own son on the list too.
Right.
Wait a minute, bro. And then he's also applauding his daughter for not reporting and sucking it up. And, you know, but then he's like, oh, but somebody might have my daughter. Make that make sense. You know? And, but all these people throughout all their years, they've got all these people arrested around them that are being arrested or with records or the Marcos character. You have all these friends, families, step families, you know, these children around, all of them, including whole nine, for decades, especially in Don's life, that can't keep their hands to one another.
Well, Don, from what I understand, even with his ex-wife Pam, they used to, it was Don, he would bring other people into the marriage, if you know what I mean.
You know, there's something, I don't doubt that. And here's why. I feel there's been something. And I felt this from the moment that Candace showed up at my mailbox, conveniently right after the next day after the closest, almost caught the peeping Tom incident. We had lived beside them for quite a while, or they beside of us, rather, for a while, and hadn't heard a peep from them. Andy knew what Dawn looked like, but they hadn't been nothing like that. And then here's Candace introducing herself the day after. That always, I was like, what the? It was almost like it was on purpose. But I've always got this kind of like, you ever see two perfect sort of monsters come together? Like that Barbie and Ken Canadian type.
Yeah, I think Donnie Candace are extremely toxic together.
Yeah, but in a way that she is abused. I'm not going to tell you she's not.
Yeah, I agree.
But in a way, that was still the best she was ever going to get. That was a beautiful life. But also, because I think some people, because they're abused their whole lives, their wiring leans to the bad. They can't figure out how to make it in the middle or to the right or to use it for good. And then when they continually come up maybe against men who are abusive, like Candace seems to have done a couple times, it becomes, well, that's average everyday life and she might as well play in it. There's too much rub off, too many crumbs. She's solidified as her own type of monster as well at this point.